Well, you can clip that anytime. Well, you can clip that anytime.
Test. 1, 2.
Well, you can clip that anytime. Well, you can clip that anytime.
Definitely picking up some audio, that's for sure.
Well, you can clip that anytime.
Which one do I pick? Audio.
Well, you can clip that anytime.
Still have a delay.
Mini compressor lasts 3.5 hours on a single charge, and you can dive 45 feet with the included hose. Yep, completely electric. Dude! Isn't that sick? This mini compressor lasts 3.5 hours on a single charge, and you can dive 45 feet with the included hose. Yep, completely electric.
That's the right stroke, just needed energy. That's the right stroke, just needed energy. That's the right stroke, just needed energy.
I don't like it.
flour, a pinch of yeast, and water. All in one container. We shake it well.
Mambo.
And we're ready. And this is how it would look, like breadcrumbs. We're going to leave this covered overnight at around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And the next day, we'll find this biga totally fermented, which will add a lot of aroma, a lot of fragrance, and a lot of lightness to the dough. We cut it in small pieces and add it to the mixer. And now we'll make the final dough. We add the rest of the flour, turn on the machine, and we're going to add the water very slowly. Okay, let's go with the last drop. Now we continue with the salt and immediately the olive oil. The dough is almost ready, and it took us around 11 minutes. We have it. Very well. We lower it onto the work surface and give it a few final touches, making ourselves the pizzaiolo. It looks great. Now we divide it into 4 pieces. And we're going to shape the pizza balls to about 250 grams each. Place them in a covered container and leave them there until they double in size. While the oven is getting preheat, let's prepare the ingredients. Like a good fior di latte mozzarella cheese, some tasty parmesano, some good San Marzano tomatoes, and let's not forget the fresh basil. I think it's time to make pizza. So we sprinkle some semolina on the joints and take out the first pizza ball. Now we pass it through more semolina and then on the other side. And we start stretching that pizza. Of course, there are many techniques to do it. I love this one that I call the wheel. Now we cover the pizza with tomato, a pinch of salt, and some basil leaves, a touch of grated parmesan, some pieces of fior di latte. Yes, that's enough. And now we'll take it to the hot oven for around 5 minutes. Here it is. And now we add a few more basil leaves to give it that fresh green touch. A drizzle of olive oil, and it is ready. Look how great this pizza looks. Time to cut it. Let's see how that crust is. And here we have the first slice, which looks very crispy, very light, and with a very good crust. What do you think?
Here comes the best part of the video, tasting pizza.
It was really good. It's a classic hydration for a homemade Neapolitan-style pizza.
Time for the 80% hydration formula.
And here we have the formula, the biga and the final dough. And don't forget to download it. It's very easy to use and super useful. Alright, let's go with the mixer again. We are going to switch the dough hook for the paddle. You'll really see that it knits much better. We place the biga in the bowl, which I prepared exactly like the biga from the previous pizza, but yes, following the proportions of the new formula. A little flour and a little water. The secret is to add it very slowly, as the dough is very hydrated. As soon as we see the dough starting to embrace the hook, we add the salt, and a few minutes later, the olive oil. Almost 11 minutes of kneading. And look at that dough, tremendous gluten development. And we are at 80% hydration. Now a few final touches on the work surface. Time to divide it into portions of about 270 grams each. Now we shape the balls and transfer them to the container. Alright, here we have the balls ready to be baked. So with a little semolina and very carefully, we transfer the ball onto the work surface and we start stretching it. It really feels like much more hydrated dough. You can really feel the air in it. And let's go with the ingredients. Tomato, a pinch of salt, basil, a little parmesan, and of course, mozzarella fior di latte. And it's ready to go into the oven. It's incredible how much this pizza grows in the oven. Look at that crust. Now we add a few more basil leaves and a little more olive oil. And what a fragrance this pizza has. Time to go with those scissors. Do you also use them to slice pizza? Let me know in the comments, but I can feel that it is very, very light. And this cornicione looks incredible to me. Wow, look at that! Yes, I can tell you that this slice is pure air. This pizza is totally approved, and as usual, the best part of the video, tasting. And I would even say it could fly because of how light it is. And now it's time to go to the final level, 100% hydration. And this is the formula. Okay, here we have the recipe in front of us. I don't want to scare you, but this dough is going to be complicated. For kneading, we're going to use the paddle. No